just saw a reel on Instagram. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. A lot of men like to talk about how much they value real conversation depth and emotional intelligence from women, but their actions almost always contradict their words. There was this fool there just talking, and you could tell he edited his video multiple times just to spit out some fucking words. And here he was acting like he was a prize. Some of these men, they're just there expecting women to magically carry a dialogue and to be engaging, insightful, have all this emotional intelligence and be open and honest, interesting, and completely contribute the entirety of the conversation when you meet somebody. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. It's a fucking delusion for a man to have that expectation of a woman. And here, a lot of these men, they talk a lot of shit, but they contribute the bare minimum when it comes to conversation or having a deep, meaningful conversation. I know I spent 2 decades of my life with somebody who liked to carry conversation when it was all about himself and about what he was talking about in his life and podcasts, and it did not sound intelligent at all. It just feels like a shallow interaction, and these men who put these fucking reels on here pretending that they know how to have a real conversation, it's just hilarious to me. To me, what a real conversation starts with is presence and listening and curiosity and being vulnerable. Having that vulnerability requires effort. A lot of men don't know how to be vulnerable. And yes, attraction is the forefront of any interaction between two people. I don't know why I feel obligated to say this, but many men, they want the reward of connection without actually doing the work it takes. I feel like for me, when I go quiet or feel like I have to keep things surface level, it's not because I lack depth. I'm all about depth. That's who I am. I was born, being an empath, and that's that's all I know. I hate subsurface level conversations. It makes me feel uncomfortable, but sometimes I find myself faking through it because I'm responding appropriately to that other person who isn't actually showing up. It's fake, and it's so exhausting because this dynamic doesn't stop at conversation. Many men have been conditioned to rely on us as women to carry everything in their lives, not just conversation, but carrying the emotional regulation, the social planning, maintaining the relationship, having empathy, having all the patience, forgiving them for when their punk ass can't have any accountability. It's dumped all onto us women. I don't know why fucking Debbie is texting me right now. Anyways, what I was saying is men are hypocrites. They expect us to be beautiful, well put together, but not intimidating. They expect us to be intelligent, but not as intelligent as them because it's threatening to them. They want us to be independent, but still accommodating to them and relying on them, acting like they're some sort of savior. And I'm not talking about all men. I'm just talking about my situation. And in general, there's men out there just like the person I was with. And so it's tiring dealing with male emotional immaturity. They call these expectations or preferences, but in reality, what these men are doing is showing us women that they're being self-entitled. They want women to help elevate their lives while refusing to do the same in return. That's what happened in this relationship that I'm leaving, or that I left. He wanted the admiration without any accountability. He wanted intimacy without vulnerability and connection, without any self-awareness. In his mind, he had no bond to me after being married and knowing me for so many years. We knew each other at 16 years old. And for him to discard me, it was just like, it meant nothing to him. And these men, they act shocked, really, truly shocked. when us women get tired, when we finally disengage, when we completely stop performing our true nature. And for me, it's depth, it's being warm and kind and loving and caring. And for him, he never earned it. I fucking wasted so much time and energy giving my love and depth to somebody who couldn't even receive it. He didn't know what to do with it. And so my response to the fucking idiot that I was just watching right now, women aren't quiet because they have nothing to say. I feel like they're quiet because they're done carrying conversations. I'm done carrying any type of relationship. It's emotional labor for men who see themselves as the center of our universe. A lot of men inflate their own importance. It's their goddamn ego. They mistake, all this attention for worth, and then they confuse being a male with being exceptional. These men are not gods. They're not my god. They're really not profound. And I'm speaking for myself, not all women, but I'm not willing to exhaust myself anymore trying to prove, that I'm human with real emotions, that I do have intelligence that might intimidate you, and value myself and respect myself enough to avoid these men who bring little more than ego and expectations to the table. I'll walk.